Today I'm going to show you guys my 3 favorite delay plugins and how to use them on vocals.
True Sound Studios is in your ears.
Okay guys, so here are my 3 favorite delay plugins. We have the Waves H Delay, we have the Sonitus Delay, and finally the Waves Kramer Tape Machine, which we will be using the delay function inside of this plugin. So once again, we're going to be using a track called Party Naked by me, Weezna. I'll include a link in the description if you like this song. Otherwise, just take a listen to it. No effects on it right now.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So it's like an EDM track, so this should be something fun to put these delays on. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, this is the Waves H Delay. So I have created some buses over here for 2 of the delays, and the last one, the Kramer Tape Machine, we're actually going to put right onto the vocal track. So I'm going to create a send, write it down here to the H delay. So this is the default setting, and I'll just solo the vocal for you.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No.
So it's a little much right now. So first, I generally like to use like eighths and quarters. I think that really kind of fits, at least into modern music. Also, something I really like to do is beat match the delay to the tempo of this song. Now, this particular song, if you click over here to BPM and you just scroll this up, this song is at 134 beats per minute. So this is really good plugin to beat match to the tempo of your track. So I also like to turn down the feedback somewhat because I don't like these to be like super distracting type delays. And I'm also going to take our send and just start to turn it down a little bit. So take a listen to what this sounds like.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So that's cool. You know, that has enough that it's going to do something in the track. If we turn it down, obviously less.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No.
So that makes it a little bit, you know, probably a mix into the track a little easier. But another really cool feature about the H delays, you can actually turn on this ping pong effect. Now take a listen to what this does.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good.
So that obviously puts it into stereo mode where it's bouncing around left and right. And you create these really cool, fun effects. And that is actually one of the main reasons why I like this plugin so much. It's just really easy to create like a cool production effect really with one plugin. So I'm going to unsolo the track, and now I just want you guys to just listen to just the delay. So this is going to be just the delay. This is all the delay is doing.
I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So that's really cool. But if you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know that generally with effects, I don't like them to be very bright. So actually right down here in the bottom of this plugin are filters. So you can filter the lows and the highs out. So take a listen to this.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So you can really easily kind of make like a really fun sounding delay that could be different for every song. You know, instead of just using just the ping pong, you can filter the delay and just kind of make it sound cool. Now there is also the lo-fi button over here, which kind of like picks its own filter parameters to do, but I kind of like to manually do it just because it does, at least in my opinion, change for every song. And obviously over here, there's an output section, so you can actually make this delay louder or quieter. The analog part is actually, it's adding some actual analog character into this delay. So that is cool, but sometimes if you have the delay really cranked, you might want to turn it off because I've found in some instances it actually adds a little bit too much of that hiss, that analog noise that this plugin emulates. So you can also take this delay and make the notation for it 1/32 even faster like this. And it's going to turn more into like some sort of like slapback reverb type thing.
I didn't mean to be.
So let me mix this actually into the track for you.
So blatant. No, I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
I sometimes refer to it as like the Rihanna effect. This like some really fast delays. So take a listen to this. So this is 64th, dotted 64th.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good time.
Some people also call it like the indie sound. I hate using that word to describe something like that. But so I really love this plugin. I mean, what you guys can see right here, what you can do with it, it's just really cool. It is super, super powerful. Now there's one more thing I haven't even mentioned yet, is the modulation. So if you really want to turn this into an effect, you can play around with the depth and rate on the modulation here, and it really kind of, for a lack of a better term, screws up the vocal. So take a listen.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So, like I said, it screws it up, but
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have.
So, depending on what kind of music you're into, maybe this is cool. I don't generally use the modulation much on it, but I really just use it for its delay function. So that is the Waves H delay. Okay, so next up is the Sonitus Delay. And this delay is actually really cool because what it allows you to do, especially if you like that ping pong feature where it kind of bounces left and right, you can actually control just what the left does and what the right does. So essentially 2 different delays, one in your left mix and one in the right mix. So I really like that for this feature. I think it's really cool. Plus, this was actually included with my DAW software, Cakewalk Sonar Platinum. So there's nothing wrong with free plugins. Okay, so one of the first things you want to do with this plugin is turn the mix all the way up, because once again, this delay is on a bus and we want to turn it all the way to the maximum amount so that we don't get any dry signal back in here. So we're going to turn the mix all the way up.
I didn't mean to be so blatant.
So that's pretty much what the default setting sounds like. So right here, what I generally do is maybe make this like a half, and maybe make this quarter. So take a listen to what this does.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to.
So let's make this a little bit more drastic so you can really hear the difference between the left and right.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying.
So I just think that's so cool that you can so easily make 2 different, delays, one in the left and one in the right. And you could obviously make these super drastic so you really notice them, but somewhere around that eighth notes and half notes, it really kind of seems to work out for me. Feedback, once again, obviously controls like essentially how long the delay goes on for.
To be so blatant. No.
And then once again, the filter section down here, which I really love in delays.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So let's take a listen to what this actually sounds like in the whole mix.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So once again, it's another really great delay. I think it's so cool to have the ability to be able to change the left and right delay features. And if you click this button down here, you can actually unlink these and manually, adjust the left from the right. But if you're like me, I kind of like to do these, somewhat in stereo, so at least they're kind of doing the same things, but obviously different because of the timing. So this is my second favorite delay.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. No. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
And once again, with this plugin, you can actually beat match this to the tempo of your track if you want. Now, if you do want to hear the delay a little bit more, I would recommend not beat matching it so that the delay isn't following the beat of the song. It's a little bit more random. And this way you'll just generally hear the delay a little bit more because it's not falling on, the beat and being covered up by drums and things like that. So there you go. That is the Sonitus Delay. And last but not least is the Waves Kramer Tape Machine plugin. Now, a tape machine obviously plugin is probably more typically used for its like saturating qualities, meaning what like tape actually does to the track by warming it up and adding some fun analog sounds to it. But because there's actually a physical time delay between the play, erase, and record head, you can actually use this to your advantage to make your own sounding delay. So for this one though, you're going to want to make sure that your tape machine is actually on your vocal track. I wouldn't recommend bussing it, only because this doesn't have a dry wet feature on it. So no matter what, you're going to automatically add extra signal to your vocal if you use this plugin. So as you can see, we got the Kramer tape machine right on our vocal track. So this is the default setting.
I didn't mean to be so blatant.
No effects, no delay. So the delay section is actually over here. So if we turn the delay up, let's get our low pass up so you can actually hear this a little bit, and turn up our feedback.
I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
Shit.
Take it. I didn't mean to be so blatant. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So this is kind of cool because there is no beat matching to this. So this is great. I use this often to really try to create some really fun, unique vocal effects for every different project. Obviously by turning the feedback down over here.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. I'm just trying to.
You can kind of like better mix that into your vocal. Let's take a listen what this sounds like in the mix.
Didn't mean to be so blatant. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, I really like what that does. And so this plugin also has the slapback. So it's essentially a different type of delay. And you can turn the slap if you take a listen to this.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight. Yeah, I didn't mean to be so blatant.
And then go back to the regular feedback.
I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So you kind of almost get like two different sounds, you know, as easily as just clicking a button. The low pass down here really does, it starts to really filter out this delay sound.
I didn't mean to be so blatant. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight.
So if you're not looking for a super bright delay, you can obviously keep this low pass much lower and just filter out a lot of the high end, the brightness in the delay. Okay guys, so there you go. Those are my 3 favorite delay plugins. I literally use these delays almost on every project for something. Maybe it's for guitar, maybe it's for vocals or drums or synth or something. So I really think with those 3 delay plugins, you can really make any delay sound that you want. So I hope this video helped. I hope you guys can use this info to make some better recordings. So if you guys like this video, consider subscribing and hit that like button. Follow us on Instagram for daily posts. You can find the beats that I make right here at the studio on our SoundCloud page. True Sound Studios also mixes and masters your tracks. So once again guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm Weezna, we're at True Sound Studios, and True Sound Studios is in your ears.